So at this point, you should have your person's body all edited, looking more like a person and less like a stick figure. And when you have that all done, all the big edits done, you're ready to apply the modifier. So I'm going to come over here into the wrench, which is the modifiers icon, and I can see that I've added a modifier, but I haven't applied it. So I have right now my view on 3. I'm going to up that a little bit more. What I've learned is for the head, it's nice to have more faces. So I'm not going to go up to 6. I feel like that's going to be too many faces, but I will, 4 or 5 is probably about right. So when I'm absolutely ready, I'm going to go ahead and, I think I have to be in object mode for this. Let me try. Yeah, I can't apply the modifier in edit mode, so I'm going to go to object mode. I'm going to apply the modifier, and then notice that all my options disappear because it's been applied. If you applied it and you want to undo that, Control-Z actually does work for this, and you can unapply it as long as you haven't gone too far into the future. So I'm going to go ahead and apply and go back into edit mode, and you can see that now I have many, many more faces than what I started out with. The advantage of this is that now I can start doing some fine detail modeling now that I have all these faces to work with. Normally, so I'm in face select mode. If I select a face, let's say I want to make a nose or something, and I'm going to do the decimal key to make this face my center of rotation. Zoom back out. So when I go to do some editing here, it only pulls that face and the faces touching that face, which sometimes is fine. But when you're trying to do a nose on this face, maybe we want to be able to affect a bigger area. Okay, so I'm going to click 1 on the number pad to go to front view. I'll zoom in a little bit. So proportional modifiers is the way to affect more than just the face and the faces touching the face, or a vertex and the faces touching the vertex. So I'm going to come down here. This little radio button here is proportional editing. So I'm going to turn on, I'm going to enable proportional editing. And as I now use this green button to pull out, you can see that it's affecting a big area. I don't actually want it to affect quite that big of an area, so I'm going to use my middle mouse button to scroll in. Maybe a little more. Okay, let's see how that looks. Well, you know, it's getting there. I want to bring the whole nose down a bit. Maybe I want to bring it back in just a bit touch. So I can use this circle that shows how many faces it's affecting to determine how big of an influence my move has. Okay. You can do scaling the same way. So if I wanted to scale that face up, I'm going to grab the white circle to scale it proportionally. I have this other white circle now that I can use if I want to scale it really big, or if I just want to scale the tip of the nose. Okay. I'm getting kind of a nose there. Maybe I would work on the nostrils. Maybe I would make some sockets for eyes and then put an eyeball in there. Maybe I would make lips. All of those kind of edits are now possible, and you can really control the area that all of your edits affect. When you're done editing, don't forget to turn off proportional edit, disable it, because otherwise you're going to try and move a face and it's going to move a whole bunch of faces or whatever. something else to notice is that right here you actually have options in how things look. So if you want your edits to be more smooth, that's what I've had on this whole time, or you can do a spherical, which is more like just literally a sphere look, or any of these kind of shapes. You can make sharp edits, but they gradually fall off instead of just pulling a vertex and having it affect, again, only the faces that are touching that vertex. You could, where'd it go? You could have linear, which is like a straight line angled. You could have a straight across kind of edit. And you can have random, which is good for maybe ground, if you wanted to have some sort of a random shape to your ground.